graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Previously on Welcome to Show.
Finn, Diego Luna's character in Rogue One, and the other guy, they're all the same type of character. They're like the roguish type guy. And that's what Han Solo is. He's like a rogue type guy. Yeah. And you saying that there's a Spock and there's a Tuvok or a Worf in every single one. It's the same thing. They're not exactly the same, but they're kind of the same. You know?
The super smart aliens were like super smart kid.
Yeah, he was away,
fucking chill with us.
He was away for like 4 years at
the academy.
And then he got molested and taken away by the Traveler.
Yeah.
No, it happens.
Yeah,
that's true.
Molested?
Sexiness factor.
Let's
this is a good one.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on a
Let's
second.
be so chauvinistic pigs.
Yeah, we're gonna be pigs right now. We're gonna start with the ladies.
Okay, first of all,
And we're not going to talk about their attributes as strong, independent women. We're going to talk about their body.
Dude, according to her, he is anatomically correct with fluids and everything.
okay, maybe she's just a twisted bitch and she just likes with fluids. Hold on. What?
Fluids.
What fucking fluids?
I don't know what it is.
Fucking
but
cum. What do you think it is?
Come from what?
It's fluids and
The
everything.
act of ejaculation.
Deviants. Welcome to show. I am the Clintoris, and I am here with
Ziguch.
And the Divoslaki.
and we are the Social Deviants, who are here today to talk more about the Battle Royale with Cheese Star Wars versus Star Trek. And we're going to start part 2 right now.
Motherfucking 2.
Dose.
Go check out part 1.
deuce.
We had a couple good matchups there. Right now, the matchups... You want me to recap it?
Well, at least the current score.
Okay, current score. Right now, Star Trek 3, Star Wars 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for you Star Wars fans. So all you Star Wars fans that are crying, this and that.
Hey, Devo chose
We'll see.
Star Trek.
I am the Star Wars nerd. Even in my fucking Twitter profile, it says the biggest Star Wars nerd you'll ever know.
Yeah.
And I fucking voted 3-1 against Star Wars. So
Yes. So I think actually so far both of you guys have actually like agreed on every one. I'm the one that had like the dissenting vote in some of them.
I'm firm, but I'm fair.
Yes. So I wanted to start off before we're gonna get into the matchups, but let's start off with a couple questions I have for you guys. So, what of the two franchises, which one do you think has the hottest non-humans? Chicks.
Hottest non-human?
Non-humans.
Well, in Star Wars,
Are they still humanoids?
I didn't say humans or Terrans, whatever the fuck. From people from Earth.
Like Klingons
they're none of them from Earth in Star Wars, but
like Klingons and all that. That's part of that too.
they're aliens.
Oh, then Star Trek. I mean, because there's just so many more of them. Because they're all humanoids.
but look at so in Return of the Jedi, we see nipple. You get a little nip slip.
We do.
We see that chick with the 6 boobs.
Return of the Jedi? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, you mean the big one?
Yeah.
The one
You know
that's
she's
like-
supposed to have 6 boobs.
I know she's supposed to have
She's
six.
just, it's just a belly.
It's like Jabba's like daughter.
no,
But yeah, no, Ula, the Twi'lek chick.
The
that
Twi'lek
gets
chick, she's hot.
dropped in the
No,
rocket,
she's sexy. Yeah,
like
she's
the
sexy.
character, like the actress.
But
she's
I
just
can't
wearing
imagine
fishnets.
all of them looking like that because the dude. I mean,
Let's see,
she's
what
like
else?
the exception maybe of that race.
You know what? Yeah, maybe Star Trek, because Star Trek. The thing about Star Trek though is that their aliens are basically just humans with like
Yeah.
a
Some
fucking,
weird thing on
like,
their face.
a nose prosthetic, or their face is painted weird.
Exactly. I mean, I'm like the freaking the what are the
They have green bitches though.
what's Spock called? They're the
Vulcans.
The Vulcans. They're just elves for fuck's sake. You
Yes.
know? That's sexy. Who doesn't want a fucking elf? You know? I do.
So what's her name? Sonequa.
Sonequa Martin Green. Is she Vulcan?
She's half.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Wait, no. She's human raised by Vulcans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. But either way.
But she's in her undies in Star Trek Discovery. Oh, man.
So She's fucking sexy in real life, actually. Like
She's
on
cool. She's
the fucking The Walking Dead
She
show,
is absolutely
they
beautiful.
dress her down a lot.
Well, yeah, because you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, you can't look
You're not.
like-
You're not being a sexy little wannabe
supermodel
captain.
trying to fight zombies.
By the way, who's the other chick from Walking Dead? The Latin chick? What, do you remember what her name was?
No, I know the character Rosa.
Yeah. She's sexy as shit in real life. It's unbelievable.
I would go with Star Trek, and then just because you see more like
Non-human species.
non-humans,
Yeah.
and specifically females. To be honest with you, you do see a lot of females that are non-humans. You know, and in Star Wars, you do see some.
You see that sexy female Rodian in Jabba's palace.
Yeah, they're sexy. I mean, you see that. You see the two twins in the cantina with the tall behead hair. I mean, they're sexy. Or you see one, like a chick that's like wearing like this red leotard in Jabba's palace. That
I had a big crush on her.
yeah, she's sexy.
I don't even know what she was. Or
You
who
know
she
who I'm
was.
talking about, though, right?
Yeah, one of the dancers.
What's her
one of the dancers.
species?
She's a red
I don't know.
leotard.
She's got like these weird things. Like she was dancing with the Rodian chick.
Yeah, she's like.
Oh,
she's-
yeah.
It was her, some Asian Twi'lek chick, and then fucking
Yeah.
the Rodian chick.
And so you see, I mean, you see those. You saw some more in what the chicks with the big eyes bar. They went
In the cantina?
No, and then Maz Kanata's castle.
So you saw some more there that they were hot, obviously, but I mean, you see so many more in Star Trek. You see tons of Vulcans. You see tons of Romulans. Hell, some of the Cardassian chicks even look hot. You know, you get
Yeah.
the Bajoran chicks that are hot. You know, and
Dude, Kira's
sexy. Yeah, I mean,
her.
look at Jedediah Dax. Right? Look at Ezra. I mean, look at them. They're very attractive women.
Yeah,
and
but
they're-
again, they're basically just humans with like dots
Hold
on
on.
their face.
Is in Star Trek, are these like the Vulcans and the Klingons and
Hell,
the humans? Are they spawned from one master species?
supposedly there's also
so the Klingons and Vulcans?
no.
No, I mean like all those humanoid races.
No. If anything, it's the Romulans and the the Vulcans, which are like kind of like steps brother species.
No, they're the same. They're pretty much the same species. At one point they just separated.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, but the founders, I guess, the pre-founders, I would say, like they spuged all over the quadrant, and that's why everyone's humanoid. By the way, it's in that. It's in that.
That founder jizz.
They just splooged all over the galaxy.
One of the best episodes in TNG. They explain it. And then so the Cardassians, the Romulans, the Klingons, and the humans, they all go searching for like this. There's like this map in our DNA, right? And
Yeah.
humans have a certain part of this map. Klingons have another certain part of this map. The Romulans, so they all have to come together to form a map, and it shows a planet in some like in a
Some crazy quadrant.
in a remote part of the galaxy, and you know they plug it into their tricorder, and it goes and like. This hologram comes up, and it's the founder before the founders were even around.
The way they look?
The way they look. It's that chick. It's even that chick that is the main founder.
Is she
I
hot?
don't remember who that was.
Is she hot?
No, of course she looks like a founder. It's like
What do they look like?
The founders look like they're humanoids, but they literally have no distinguishing look. It's
Oh, the Otto's race.
the Otto's race.
Yeah, Otto from
DS9.
DS9.
I don't know if you know, but
They're the founding species?
They're the Well,
Yeah.
that's what they're called because they're
Like they're very gender neutral.
Yeah.
like,
And they splooged all over the fucking-
maybe Otto's the one I'm thinking because he's very Ken Dollish down there.
Well,
Oh.
the thing is though is that they kind of allude to that. That's who they are. They look extremely similar to the people from that hologram, but they never say that they are them.
If they don't have any shit there, how do they procreate? Like
The
genetically?
founders, they don't. They've always been type of thing.
Oh, it's just like I see what you're saying.
It's like they were part of this planet, and it's like they pretty much live in this huge pool of them, right? And they created the Jem'Hadar to protect them. They like a perfect battle ready force, and like the Jem'Hadar adore them. And there's these other called the Vorta that rule over the Jem'Hadar. That the Vorta were being killed by like larger beings, and the founders helped them. So the Vorta
Or the Jem'Hadar in Voyager?
Jem'Hadar
Or
DS9.
DS9?
Yeah.
That's right.
But anyways, yeah. So there are all the species, the humanoid species. That's the reason. That's how they explain why all the the humanoid species have the same type of look to them.
So-
they're bipedal. They have 2 arms and 5 fingers.
So if you take away those humanoid species, those ones, are there any hot the characters?
I would say
Who are those sisters? Those Klingon sisters.
Well, I mean, I'd go with them. I mean,
the Klingons are part of that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I would totally do with them. They're hot.
Yeah, but they're part of
I mean,
part of that humanoid species.
I mean, I wouldn't let them suck my dick because they're like fucking. Their teeth are all like
biting down.
Yeah, but I like there's the Duras sisters.
Duras, yes, that's
Hold on,
right.
the
Yeah,
Klingons are not part of this. Are not part of
They're
that group.
part of it. They're part of it.
But I'm saying people that are not part of it. Beings that are not part of
well,
it.
I mean, you see like the Shellyak, I guess, but they're like a glob of people.
Yeah,
there's
Species
the,
8472 are not, right?
no, because they're not from that quadrant. They're from a different quadrant.
And like I said, there's the Thorians, but they're crystalline people.
yeah, then you have like the Andorians, which are like
But they're humanoid.
they are humanoid, but it's not. They're not part of that. The main.
They're blue Martians.
They're like
they have
they're
fucking
like
little,
they're like fish people.
no, not the Andorians.
No, the
The Andorians are the ones with little
Oh yeah,
antennas
those
here.
ones. Which
I know which ones you're talking
the fish
about.
people are,
but
not-
they're humanoid
they're
too.
not the Antikins either.
Uh,
They might be the Antikins.
I think so. Yeah.
yeah. Well, either way, like yeah. So there you go. So. I mean, if you like fish, yeah, okay, they're hot, I suppose.
I do like fish.
If you like seals, there's like a seal people. There you go. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're animals. They're anamorphic animals. I don't fucking
this was
know.
it. They're animals,
They
dog.
are. They
They have spaceships.
They do have.
Okay, they're not fucking animals.
Lucho and the missus are having sex again.
So
Okay, okay. Then the other question is: all these humanoid species, can they procreate with the non-humanoid species, or it's only the
Yes.
humanoid? They can.
yeah, because you can. Milana Torres is half human, half
Klingon.
half Klingon.
Yeah, but you said Klingon's human. That's what I'm
Humanoid.
saying. I'm talking.
Oh,
I'm saying all the humanoid species.
So like,
they
can
obviously
a
procreate with each other.
Tholian and a human
I don't know.
procreate? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Can the gelatinous blob?
I don't think so.
Fucking
I mean,
procreate.
I doubt it.
They have to have a pussy.
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
think
well,
so.
they have to have similar
DNA.
DNA and
Yeah.
reproductive organs.
Yeah, but these crystalline people,
No,
people,
I don't think they can.
You can't do it.
no.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't think they have the right stuff down there to do it. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess you could have sex with them, but I don't think anything would come out of it.
Like you could probably shove a tribble up your pussy,
Yeah,
but you're not going to get fucking
exactly. I mean,
pregnant. out
Okay,
of it.
so but in Star Wars, are there like half Twi'lek, half humans? Are there half like Zabrak, half human type? I know there are.
I would
Zabrak,
assume
right?
so.
I-
But
We don't see very many of them.
Mm-mm.
So is it like taboo to cross species? Date.
I don't know.
in the Empire, it is.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're humanocentric though. In the
Well,
Empire.
I mean, the Emperor was vastly against it. I mean,
yeah.
he hated
He had
aliens.
xenophobia.
Yeah, he had xenophobia.
Yeah.
He hated anything else.
Well, the Empire is humanocentric.
Yeah.
We've talked about this.
We've talked about
yeah,
this
so-
and stuff, but
but-
I mean, like in the galaxy, this is obviously not the case.
I mean,
in some other places.
I suppose. I mean, I suppose so. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if it gets, I'm sure it's a vast galaxy. I'm sure it happens somewhere.
I mean, there obviously are a lot more animals in Star Wars. Just creatures and stuff like that.
Yes.
Which you obviously probably can't procreate with if you're humanoid. But I would assume like if
Well,
you
like,
But I don't.
But
think
like, can Jabba reproduce with a human
I don't
woman?
think you can.
no, but
I
No,
think
we can't
Jabba-
do it.
Well,
the Jabba-
let's ask.
He likes women.
Let's ask this question: can you impregnate a horse and fucking have a horse baby? If
No,
you
of
fucked a
course
horse in the pussy, you came in its pussy.
And guess we're from the same planet. You're talking about beings and species starting from the same fucking planet.
yeah, and that's basically the same question you're asking.
Yeah.
It's just these
it's not
horses
possible.
don't fly spaceships.
Yeah, it's just not possible. I don't think. I mean, it's.
I mean,
agree.
it's just a good question that you're never gonna
that
get
was-
answered because
I mean,
of its-
the way he put it was extremely great.
I mean, well, that's, great's an interesting word to use to describe that.
But no, he's absolutely right. I mean, it's a different species,
yeah,
And
but
you-
a mule and a donkey. I mean, a donkey and a
no,
horse.
but they're in the same like genus though.
Oh hell yeah!
They're in the same type of genus. So like they're at one point they may have been the same type of thing. You know what I mean? And maybe and it's weird because why can't we have sex with monkeys and have like monkey have human kids? I don't
called
know.
It
Planet
can't-
of
it
the
can't
Apes.
happen, but-
Yeah, they're called. Never mind.
So does that mean that like humans and Twi'lek can't have kids?
I don't
different
know.
planets.
I mean, I don't know. I've never
It's never-
seen.
it's-
I've
you never see it,
The
right?
problem is that since they've never showed it, you can't say for certain that it's happened or it hasn't happened. I'm assuming you can because they don't ever say that you can't.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Maybe it's like the predators and, the
maybe-
humans, right? Where they just find them revolting.
maybe there's someone out there that knows this. Maybe there is some literature out there that has.
it could be in the
If
comic.
any of our listeners are aware of any situations in Star Wars where non-humans and humans have fucked and had a baby, please let us know.
Yeah, and we know it happens in Star Trek because we've seen it. We've
Yeah.
seen half Vulcans. I mean, Spock is a half human, half Vulcan, for fuck's sake,
Yeah.
And so we've seen it. So it happens in Star Trek. but we've never seen it where it was like some weird fucking like alien, like super alien species crossbreeding with a humanoid.
Right.
You know, and in Star Wars, I'm assuming they're all. I mean, technically, like the humans are a different species in that one because there's humans from Corellia and there's humans from Coruscant,
Tatooine.
Tatooine, and some of them are the same, but some are actually they're just different humans.
Are they different species?
I mean, they evolved on different planets.
I get that, but that doesn't mean they're not the same species.
I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I mean, it could have been. It
doesn't seem like the Empire would distinguish between them.
No, I mean, as long as you're like you look human, like normal people, they're fine. You know,
Like they're not like, oh no, Corellians.
Yeah, no. I mean, so
now they might fucking take over and enslave Corellia.
now the question is, maybe Corellia is not a good one because I think that's one part of the core planets, and I think that was one of the ones that started from Coruscant and then spread, mind you. But there are the humans out there that are humans that weren't part of the core planets.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, there's something like if Chewie fucks Leia and they're going to be able to have Leia have Chewie. I mean, I don't know.
We never seen it.
It's like
I would
it's
assume
like
it's
fucking
just
a dog, right?
Well, I would assume it's just they're revolted by humans.
Well, I don't
sexually.
know.
Like how many times have women been fucked by a dog and then gotten?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like in general, it's like the Predator, right? Like the Predator finds human women revolting.
I don't think so because when even in this last movie, like Chewie got hurt and that the medic's like, oh, I bet you were super hurt and super brave.
Yeah,
he's like, and he's like loving it. Right?
Yeah, but that's like a dog and a human. Though it doesn't mean he wants to fuck her.
Well, you never know. She may put some peanut butter on that space pussy and go at it.
God, you got two dogs. She's rubbing up on that Chewy belly.
Yeah, that's right. You never know.
Does Chewie have a tongue?
Huh?
Does Chewie have a tongue? Or he just it's like you can't see it, right?
I've actually never looked inside of his mouth.
Well, remember he talks up and you just see his teeth, right?
I'm
you don't
sure
actually see
it's
his tongue.
there. I mean, I don't know.
He's never done like a Jordan thing, like
No, you never see the tongue.
He's never done the
Yeah,
So I
maybe
wonder
he
if Wookiee pussy gets eaten out or not.
probably not.
Probably
If he
doesn't.
tongue. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's why.
true.
That's why Wookiee women love the fucking fucking slave traders.
But then again, dude, that fool has like 5-inch claws. Is like when he goes at it, dude.
Is there
He
been a
just
Wookiee?
fucking-
Is there
he
been a Wookiee
literally
female?
tears up that fucking. Yeah.
Who?
Well, not in TV.
That's what I'm saying.
What happened?
A Wookiee
He-
female.
Yeah, like it's like in the like I know
When
it's
they go
in
to
the
Sheik. I know they show
I
him
know
there.
I know
but-
it's in the games.
It's in the Star Wars holiday special.
Yeah, there was a female. I know
okay.
they show him in the games. Too.
Oh,
fucking-
Chewie has a bitch.
It's his wife. He has
Yeah.
a kid.
Oh, that's right, Lobaka.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah.
fucking pops is watching fucking porn.
Yeah.
Lobaka's his nephew, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Fucking Itchy is his son.
Itchy.
Itchy or something
Sounds like he's
that.
Japanese.
His wife's name
Ichi
Lumpy.
the Killer.
So
What's his wife's name?
Lumpy.
Good.
Lumbaraka or some shit like that.
All right, let's go to that was a great discussion, but let's go to match. Let's go. I got more. Let's go to matchup number 1 of part 2. So this is matchup number 5, and in the blue corner we have Commander William Riker, and in the red corner we have Poe Dameron. What's Poe Dameron's like official like military title? Was he a lieutenant? I think.
He was a captain, then he got
he was
demoted.
Oh, he was a captain then, I guess.
Yeah,
He's
old
captain. Captain Poe Dameron.
But now he's technically the leader of the fucking rebellion.
yeah, so I mean I don't know.
So he's a general now.
Just leader, I guess.
Yes, I don't
maybe
know.
general,
I mean,
maybe
I-
admiral. I don't know.
I think
or maybe he's a mon.
Well,
I don't
admiral's
know.
for a particular ship.
I don't know.
I think if you're like your general's above admiral, I think believe.
General Leia.
Yeah.
General.
well, no.
I mean, there could be multiple generals.
Generals tend to
but
be
generals are the top.
General tends to be stuff on the ground. Admirals tend to be stuff
on the
in
sea,
in,
or,
like in the
or
ship.
I guess in the ship.
So
yeah.
Admiral Akbar was like the top admiral, by the way.
General Nadine.
Yeah, generally, yeah,
he got killed though.
yeah. Well, of course, yeah, but
He was the lead admiral. Of
He was
the,
like one
of,
of
of the rebellion.
yeah, because he so what happens? You have an admiral. He had a fleet of ships. That's why he was admiral. He controlled a fleet of ships.
yeah.
Right. And a general pretty much is the same thing, but on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He controls.
And by the way, Admiral Akbar designed the fucking B-wing.
Yeah.
He's a fucking badass.
What's the fucking it's Admiral Ack motherfucking bar?
And
he's the original. It's the trap.
in canon, it's not Admiral Akbar, but it's another fucking Mon Calamari that designs the B-wing.
Yeah. Anyways,
So, Devo, I will let you begin.
yes.
Riker Dameron.
Riker. Riker's a fucking badass motherfucker, dude.
He is.
Like in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Star Trek, you look at badass motherfucker, he is the top of the food chain.
Yeah, it's hard to fight against him.
You think he's the baddest, like just regular human in the fucking whole series, the whole franchise?
In all the characters that we know, like he's the one guy that like guys would want to be.
Yeah.
You know?
He does
like
get-
he's tall, he's suave, he makes the jokes, he can
He can fucking fight.
He could
smart
fight.
as he
He's got
can.
the hottest chick. Like he could be captain, but he respects Picard so much, and he just continues to serve under Picard.
So he would be
And
the
he's got
captain
the
of-
best way to sit down in a chair too.
Yeah.
Every chair he fucking turns around and he fucking just steps over it because he's like 6'5" and he just steps over it and sits on the
Is he really that tall?
He's pretty tall.
I don't know if he's super funny. He's a really tall. It's absolutely true. Every single chair.
Every chair he
walks
sits down.
over the chair.
Yeah, he always just steps over the chair. He just
It's
swings
like
his,
when Undertaker goes over the rope. He goes over the chair.
he fucking just swings his leg and his big dick right over that
Yeah.
chair. He's fucking boom.
Boom.
Is he what's his training?
So he did American Gladiator training at least because he fucking fought his dad at some
Yeah.
point, like an American Gladiator style, like fucking giant Q-tip thing. He's obviously got hand-to-hand combat. He's fucking taken out Ferengi. He's taken out
Klingons.
Are Ferengi good fighters?
No.
Not really, but Klingons are. He's fought Klingons. He's fought
Hand to hand?
hand to hand.
And he beat him.
Yeah.
He beat him.
Oh fuck.
He's a great.
They might have been like lower end Klingons, like
But
not
I mean,
like Worf. Like
but
Worf whooped his ass.
Worf is a badass. He's like a champion of champions.
Yeah,
Worf.
and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Because
So-
there's some points I want to hit there, and I want to spoil.
But I mean, he can go. He'll go hand to hand against a Klingon. As long as it's not like some superior Klingon, but like even a good Klingon, another Klingon captain,
yeah, and
Riker could beat him.
he'll
yeah.
beat him.
And didn't he go on a Klingon ship and like
Yeah.
he served on a Klingon ship for a bit?
So
shit.
So they chose. So there was this one. There was like an officer exchange. So Kern went to serve for the on the Enterprise, and then Riker went to serve on a Burrell or something for the Klingons, right?
Yeah.
And he still has a role as commander, so he was right under the captain.
Yeah,
And so like the Klingons didn't respect him. He thought he was soft, and Riker's like, whatever, fool, shit, I'll take whatever you guys have.
yeah, dude. And like they're trying to like fuck him up, and he would just push back and shit.
Push
And they're
back
like,
and the full-
and like they went to the cafeteria, and they're like, you don't want to eat, classic.
Yeah, it was like
Klingon,
worms
like
and shit.
worms. So he's like, I love Kapra.
Yeah,
He's like,
it's
it takes it.
like,
Fucking
just
Wait,
eats
what
worms.
is it? It's worms?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like this. It looks like it's supposed to be like war. It's like blood worm or something.
Yeah, and it's not Kapla. Kapla is their battle cry. But like
it's like
fucking,
tastes terrible or
Well, I don't know. It's fucking. It's.
I've never eaten worms, Clint.
No, I'm asking like is it supposed to be
Well, it's supposed to be not palatable for humans.
Yeah, but fucking Riker gives zero fucks.
Yeah, he gave zero fucks. He just ate it, got up, left. You know, fuck.
And it got to one point there where there was a fucking chick serving on the crew, and she was ready to fucking bone down. with
Yeah.
Riker. He earned her respect so
So
much.
it-
She was ready to like. She's like, I will mate with you.
Yeah, this fool was ready. She was ready to like bite his neck, like all
Yeah.
that.
was she a sister? Or she was a lighter
I
skinned one?
think she was just lighter skin painting
Yeah,
fucking because at that point they were just painting white people.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, it
All
was-
Klingons are pretty much blackface.
Yeah, either they're Latinos or
When they were in the movies, it was a lot very dark.
Dude, Christopher Lloyd was a fucking
Christopher
Klingon.
Lloyd was a fucking. He's fucking. What's his name? General Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no.
Chang is a different guy.
Oh.
Chang's got the eye patch, right?
Oh, right. Chang has an eye patch. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was in three.
He's commander something or other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a tall guy.
He is, but I mean, it was Christopher Lloyd as a fucking Klingon.
Yeah, fucking Doc Brown's a Klingon. Fucking one of the whitest men on the planet.
And again, I think this comes down to with the matchup. By the way, I think it comes down to is that we know so much more about Riker than we
do
know
with
about
fucking Poe Dameron.
Dameron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, half the movie he was being tortured. I mean, that's all we know about in the first film, right?
Yeah.
He was a badass, mind you. He was a badass spy. That's great.
He's a fucking.
He got
dope-
caught.
He's a dope pilot.
He's a dope pilot.
He's probably the greatest pilot in the Star Wars.
In Star Wars, yeah.
So if you put him
More
if
so
you
than
put
Han,
them in
more
ships
so than
against each
fucking-
other, Poe Dameron fucks him up.
no, fucking Riker's a badass.
He's-
fucking
He's actually a really good pilot.
He's a fucking
Better than
bad-
Poe Dameron.
I don't know about that, but he's
I'm sure he wouldn't get fucked up by him. It would be
Yeah.
probably a pretty good match.
And that fucker could play fucking a jazz trombone. Trombone.
Riker, yeah.
Yeah.
I am gonna give it to Riker.
And he was boning fucking Troy.
Deanna Troy, yeah. Who's Poe Dameron got?
I don't think he's boned any chick yet.
Fucking the only person that he got kind of close to boning, fucking Finn.
This fucking guy.
Dude, and you know Riker don't go fuck. He'll bone holograms. He'll bone.
Bone holograms?
He did. He like
Yeah.
almost fell in love with one of them.
Yeah. He kept going back to some fucking holodeck fucking program.
He knew it was a hologram. He still.
Yeah.
He's a savage.
Yeah.
fool.
He gives, like I said, gives 0 fucks, dude. Riker is the fucking man that men want to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than Han Solo.
I think it would have been a better match against them two.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But fucking
Riker and Riker wins.
Riker, I think so, yeah.
Damn. Okay. I love Poe Dameron. I love Riker too. It's fucking tough. Obviously, Riker's gonna win because you guys picked him, but
Well, tell us yours if you want.
I feel like Riker is a large individual. Poe Dameron's not that big of a guy, and I don't know about Poe Dameron's like boxing and fighting and all this stuff like that. He's a pilot. That's what he's got good at. And I think if you could get in a situation where you have Poe Dameron in like an X-wing and you have Riker in something, I don't know what would be the equal of that in Star Trek. I think Poe Dameron would probably kill him.
Star Trek doesn't really have individual starfighters.
No,
do
they have fighters, but they tend not to use them. But like, if they get too close to Earth, they have fighters.
Because I've never once seen a singular.
It's
like
very
a
rare because they don't
small-
need to because obviously it's a freaking fighter. You know, the closest thing to have the fighter is like Defiant, and of course the Defiant would fuck up an X-wing.
Yeah.
I mean it would literally fuck up like 100
But the
X-wings.
Defiant is like I would say is like the size of a Falcon.
Yeah.
Because you could put a pretty decent sized crew on.
No,
there.
but I mean that's the closest thing. But they do have fighters. I mean even in the battle, the last battle in DS9, they had fighters, and they're like because they mentioned like
How formidable were they compared to an X-wing?
I'm sure they would destroy them just because I think the shielding and they have fucking phasers on them, dude. I mean, they
Again, phaser.
have
laser.
they have phasers and like quantum torpedoes on like a little fighter. For fuck's sake, man.
Yeah.
So it would destroy an X-wing. So
Poe Dameron's fucked either way.
I mean, yeah. If you put Riker in one of the superior technology, maybe if you put him in both in X-wings, I think Poe Dameron would probably have the upper hand because he just knows.
But he's more used to that type of.
Even if Riker did, I think it would ultimately. Poe Dameron would win just because I think he's a better pilot. But I mean, Riker's a great pilot.
Yeah.
You know, like when they ask who's the best pilot you have on the Enterprise, they're like
Riker.
Really?
They always go Riker. There's one where like an admiral comes aboard, right, and he wants Picard to fly like this like a mission, and it's like a really intricate flight path they need to fly.
Yeah.
And he asked Picard, I'm like, are you ready? I'm like, I'm ready, but you want the best pilot on this ship. Even if I'm not, he hasn't seen what's going on. He's still a better pilot than I am. And he's like, who is it? The guy that you don't like.
Yeah. Oh, I remember
Riker,
that.
yeah. And he has to take him because Riker's the one that did it. He's like, he didn't even see it, and he flew through. It was like intricate, like you know, maybe like we're talking about like meters in space, right? So it's like this. It's like a space between shit you have to fly through, and it was amazing. It was like, and he's an amazing pilot.
Yeah.
So
he's really good.
So
Would you say that Poe Dameron's a better pilot than Anakin?
Yes.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
Anakin's considered to be one of the best.
Anakin fucking he spins. That's his shit.
yeah. I mean, Poe is Poe's up there with Wedge.
Yeah, but you look at Anakin, and his examples for his best piloting were essentially luck
We had
in
the
the Phantom
pod racer.
Menace and fucking.
Oh, well. You think it was
but
luck?
If in the Phantom Menace,
The pod racing, though.
no.
You mean when he got into
In
the
a
fucking-
starfighter, we're talking about piloting. Fucking racing is different from piloting.
True.
And so in the whole scene, like I want to say R2 did most of the work in fucking Phantom Menace when they were fucking when they blew up that fucking trade block thing.
Yeah.
And then you look at him, he doesn't fly again really until
he flies
Revenge of
that
the Sith.
fucking that speeder in the fucking part 2, though.
And it's a
But
shame.
again, that's like driving
It's a
versus
speeder,
flying a
yeah.
fucking airplane,
And
right?
it's a shame too because like they always say that Anakin was like one of the best pilots
But
ever.
you look
they,
at
they never show it.
you look at Poe Dameron in The Force Awakens, everything that fucker did in the X-Wing just blows anything Anakin.
Well, he did shit in that X-Wing I'd never seen anyone do.
That fool did a fucking 180-degree turn.
I still can't believe that
He hits a
happened.
fucking e-brake and fucking just spun. Like that shit was badass.
I didn't think it was possible. I didn't
apparently
think
Like I
that was
said, he's supposed to be like Wedge good and like Han Solo good.
and I think the idea why we see Poe Dameron do that is because the idea is that he is one of the few that's so talented that he can do that.
yeah.
but he
So-
doesn't beat Riker.
No, I don't think he'll be Riker.
Okay, so next matchup. In the blue corner, we have Captain Phasma. And in the red corner, we have 7 of 9.
All right, let's do sexiness. Real quick.
7 of 9.
7 of 9. Even though Gwendolyn Christie
I
is
like
not,
I like me some Gwendolyn Christie.
she's not unattractive. She's really fucking tall though, Gooch.
I don't know. I have to see him.
No, look her up. Get your fucking phone out.
I see. I like Gwendolyn Christie because.
But you don't-
really?
And
But you never
what?
see
More than
her-
Jerry Ryan.
So Gwendolyn Christie has been consistent. Jerry Ryan, not aged.
But
very
you
well.
don't. But you don't see her as Gwendolyn Christie in Star Wars, though. You know
Very
it's
true.
her.
Yeah,
you know
very-
it's her.
Very true.
But I mean,
Very
to,
good
to the
point.
normal person like me, I'm like that Phasma is the chick that's in the Chrome Star
Yeah,
Wars.
but you could. But
No.
if you took it off, that would still be her.
no, I wouldn't because
What are you talking about?
Well, the
Because you don't
idea,
know it.
the idea is that we
We know who she is.
we know as human beings, knowing that there's an actor inside of there doing that. But if you don't know who the physical person is, the actual story idea is that you don't know who's underneath there.
yeah.
They did show her eyeball.
Oh, dude,
Oh yeah, that's
when I saw the eyeball, I just
I was
wanted
like,
to
dude,
fucking
I just
nut.
nutted
I was
in my fucking pants.
jerking so hard.
Actually, Devo, you're not lying, are you?
No.
You really are. You really
Because I knew that was Gwendolyn Christie's eyeball. I was like, ugh. Gwendolyn Christie, I think is a very attractive woman, even though she's like 9 feet tall. She's like 4 times taller than I am.
Oh, this
You've
woman,
seen her, right?
I have seen her. Yeah,
She's in Game of Thrones.
yeah.
She's a badass in Game of Thrones, actually, too. She beat the Hound full straight up.
She did.
Which is fucking crazy.
But with Lucho's discussion, I would say that because we don't know who's underneath the silver armor, we don't know what she looks. Maybe she's like severely
Is it
deformed.
silver or golden?
Silver.
It's a silver. It's like chrome.
Yeah.
No.
It's like
Chrome dome,
I'm assuming it's that way, so like it laser blasts.
which happens.
yeah,
she
I
gets
think-
blasted in the dome and fucking shit just bounces off.
I think that's the reason why
it's like probably like vibranium
Yeah,
or something
exactly.
like that.
Or like maybe it's a light thing because it's like reflective. It might like
it's
redirect the
reactive
light.
armor or something.
Maybe.
It's reflective armor.
Maybe.
Probably. So, up to you.
But we know what 7-9 looks like. In Star Trek, Jerry Ryan, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. After that, when we saw her as Sonya Blade in the Mortal Kombat stuff, looking kind of rough.
Yeah.
That was in the YouTube shit?
The YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
I fucking forgot about that.
She was Sonya Blade for like a minute.
Yeah, she was.
And age didn't really fucking
well, like I
so hold on, what does that mean?
But
though?
thank God for her, like she just went with it. She didn't get fucking Botox.
No,
she
she
didn't get her
didn't.
fucking shit pulled back.
But what does
And
that mean? Who are you picking then?
I'm going off the discussion that we don't know who's underneath the silver armor.
Yeah.
So I'm going with 7 of 9.
Yeah. Sexiness 7 of 9.
I'm gonna pick 7
And
and 9.
she's got massive breasts.
and I love it. No, I love it that like her outfit was so tight that you could see her thong underneath
Gooch, don't
every time.
every single time.
no Gooch.
What?
Don't touch your body.
I was like, ah.
Hey, that's my shit. That's my shit. That's
But
my.
anyways, yeah. So I mean, like when she like her.
There you
her
go.
body
Now
was
it's on video.
Gooch, because you were almost gonna do it.
I was like,
You're
I was
almost
like,
gonna. You tried to do it. I said, Gooch.
You fucking pieces of shit made fun of me because you do
But
the
you went
bullshit.
upwards though.
It doesn't matter.
Like it was like this.
No,
is
he
like
went downwards.
Lucho just wanted that skin tight feel of my residual self image all over his body.
Now, so
Gold dust.
I give Jerry Ryan the one up on section.
Okay, all right. So now we're going to the real meat and potatoes.
Yeah. Battle 101. I go 7 and 9.
7 and 9.
Yeah. First of all, I mean she's like since she was an ex-Borg, so she has like all the Borg knowledge. She's like super intelligent.
Yep.
And she's possibly one of the most like second most intelligent person below Data in that area, because she's like knows a ton of shit because she was part of the Borg continuum. She's still has some of her implants in,
Yeah.
so she's
Like titty implants?
yeah, probably
Borg implants.
Borg implants. She still has some of her Borg implants.
So there's extra holes you can fill. Clint.
yeah, exactly.
Oh
God.
And so she's
But that
strong.
Borg shit will just grab right onto your dick, though, fool.
It's like
It's
like
gonna,
tea.
hey,
It's like
you
tea.
will be assimilated.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, dude. Honestly, she's stronger than human. She's like she has like combat training that is vastly
So
superior.
I don't remember this, but because she got most of her implants removed, did she still have superior strength?
yeah, she was
Really?
stronger than most of them. Than
But at that point, she was still like mostly human.
yeah. The problem is she had that cortical one. She had one. She had one like on her. She had one on her eye Still, remember she had
Yeah,
the eye one,
yeah.
and then they had one that they couldn't remove, like on her neck or something.
Yeah.
The one they
Because
connect-
that's the one that would have killed her.
yeah, that's the one that would have killed
So
her.
is that also the one that kind of makes her muscles and stuff?
I think so because
Okay.
that's the one that's connected to her vertebrae,
Yeah.
her spinal cord. So she's stronger than normal humans.
Okay.
She's like
okay.
as strong as Tuvok pretty much. So I mean, there's that. So she'd beat the shit out of Phasma.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phasma, she displayed some great combat skill in The Last Jedi. And I think that was the real, like, there was a time that we, like, you know, when we heard about Captain Phasma, this badass character.
I was disappointed
in the Force Awakens,
No.
she was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
but why they like hype this person? Like she was there
Yeah.
like for 2 minutes and then she got thrown into the garbage disposal.
Yeah, and then and
That was tough.
then
There's
at
just
least
so many characters.
Yeah,
You know,
I
And
understand
at least,
that,
at
but-
least in Last Jedi, she's got her little fucking spike and she's
Yeah.
like whipping some ass, and then she fucking turns around with this little tiny blaster and is like blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah,
that
blah.
was cool. Yeah,
And like it's like, oh, she's actually a badass, but then fucking Finn surprises her and fucks her up, and she
Yeah.
falls in fire. It's like,
well, I thought you said IG. I thought you said BB. Whatever the fuck is shooting shit. That's
well,
how
yeah,
she
he's
fucked
shooting
up.
her, like that's why she got distracted.
Yeah.
And then fucking that's why the fucking platform fell, because fucking this little fucker in his AT-AT. But I digress. Yeah, I honestly 7 of 9. She's got the intellect. She's got the physical ability. She is, I would say, equal, if not maybe superior in combat knowledge. Like it's not like the Borg train in fucking combat or anything, but they assimilate knowledge.
Yeah.
So if with all the different species that they've assimilated, that knowledge goes back. Like think of it like the Matrix, you know, fucking jacking all that shit in your fucking mouth and shit like that. Like
That looked very
Like-
disgusting. What you just did. He got another one right there.
that was expertise.
There was
man.
another one. Just two dicks in fucking one
He's
hand.
talking
in
about
either hand.
he's
and
talking
shit.
about master. He's like
Yeah, for the audience, this fool was like, yeah, this and that. He's got like one dick in one hand, one dick in the other hand. And he's like putting
and
them
two in his mouth.
it's
Yeah.
on Instagram Live if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
But I think 7 of 9 just
Yeah.
she takes a cake.
Okay, so here's my other.
Dude, she beat up the Rock, fool.
Yeah, she took a rock bottom and fucking came back.
I
Came
mean,
back.
fucking. Well, I mean, if you can do that,
Really, only fucking Stone Cold, Triple H,
Triple
and maybe
H and
Bret Hart's
Undertaker.
done that. So.
fucking Vince. But
Not convinced.
but what if you give Phasma a squad of stormtroopers?
A squad of stormtroopers.
Because I mean, realistically, it would be very
But that's-
difficult
that's
for
just a numbers
7 or
game.
9 to encounter Phasma without other stormtroopers.
And if they all have blasters, like assuming they could actually hit their fucking target, then it's like
Yeah.
that's
Is
basically.
that is 7 or 9 it's formidable enough to overcome Phasma and like maybe
Well,
5
but
stormtroopers or no?
If they all have blasters and like they're at a range,
She has a fucking
like,
Phasma. She has a
that's a firing squad.
Well, if she
She
has
has
a
a phaser.
She has a phaser? Maybe.
Yeah, but she's gonna take out maybe like 2 or 3
Yeah.
before she gets fucking blasted all over the
Let's
place.
just
So
say
she's
this-
not agile enough to like dodge fucking
No,
shots and stuff.
no, nothing like that. I mean, she's not like
She's got super strength, but not like super speed.
It's not
or
like she's
anything.
like a superhuman. She's
But
like.
would you say she's more
enhanced.
adept with the phaser than
Oh yeah, probably.
Phasma?
Oh, not the
Phasma is-
Phasma.
Maybe not
I
don't know
Phasma,
like
but-
her normal.
So then
troopers?
if you take this into account, if they're fighting long range and it's Phasma shooting her gun versus 7 of 9 shooting her
I would still
phaser.
say 7 and 9.
Oh really?
Yeah, I would still say 7 and 9. If they're
Maybe.
1-on-1, still 7 and 9.
But they're like in some room like with a bunch of like obstacles and shit like that.
Well, with Phasma shooting her rifle and 7 and 9 shooting a phaser, I'd still give it to 7 and 9. 1-on-1, I don't think Phasma can do it. But anyway,
But if she hits her once, she's dead.
well, either it's the same thing.
No,
Right.
if Phasma gets hit, that doesn't mean she's dead because you just said
She's
that.
got,
her
all,
fucking
she's got all the
But
armor.
that's lasers. If phasers,
But we don't know. Like I said, you have to assume that it's possible that she can take it.
True, I agree. But phasers go through like the hull of the goddamn fucking Enterprise. So I mean, I agree with you guys. We don't know, but I know that phasers are just a higher technology than a laser. It just in the way that Star Trek works, like they've met up with lower technology races that are fighting with lasers and they think it's laughable. They laugh at. They're like, oh, it's 500 megajoules. That can't even heat up our coffee. Type of laughable. That's what they say.
Huh.
That's how they think. How less of lasers they think in
Star Trek.
in Star Trek. So that's my problem. So if they're still using laser blasts in Star Wars, excluding whatever the fuck they shoot out of the
Death Star.
The Death Star. That's a different story because that thing destroys planets, right? So that's not even a laser. That's maybe pure energy.
Kyber.
Yeah.
I think it's some type of nuclear.
Yeah, it's got to be pure energy, right? So excluding that's the one trump card that Star Wars has. But it's fucking lasers in the Star Trek universe. They literally they bounce off of stuff. It's like nothing. So with a phaser in hand, I mean, I there's no way she could win.
And you think hand to hand 7 and 9? Just
Oh, yeah, 7 and 9 would beat her up. Yeah.
Okay. Now, this next matchup, I mean, Star Wars is going down. I mean, they're fucking losing all these.
The problem is you put one Jedi in there, would kill half of the people on this fucking on that list.
Well, I get that, but like, what do you want me to do? Just put all fucking Jedis?
I understand that, but people are going to listen to this and like, why don't you put Jedis on there? Because of that reason. Because I mean,
these are actually like debates that we can have. We put the Jedi. It's like
I mean, everyone would like Luke against 7 and 9. Luke would win. Rey would win. Anyone would win.
Yeah. So this next one I really like, and it's the native of Kashyyyk, Chewbacca versus
Worf, huh?
Worf,
the native of Klingon Empire.
Yes.
Kapla. This is a good one, though.
This is a really good one.
And this is one of Devo's favorite characters.
My first question is...
You start with this, Clint. You start with this. What do you think? We stumped him.
The first thing is... Okay, so I have 2 questions to you guys. I actually need to ask you guys questions before I come up with my answer.
Whatever.
My first question is, who is physically stronger? I feel like Chewie is
I think Chewie
stronger.
is physically stronger. Yes, I do think Chewie is physically stronger. I don't know by how much, mind you. Because Klingons are like
but Chewie is really fucking strong.
The thing is though is like Klingons like hunt like on.
But is Worf like picking people up by the neck and tossing them like fucking like Chewbacca always does?
No, I can't say he can't pick up a human like toss him like that.
Chewie could do it pretty easily.
Chewie can do it, yeah. And
he's taller.
Yeah.
How tall is Chewie? 8 feet or something?
Yeah, Chewie's tall. He's like
Worf is like 6 foot.
He's like a tall human, so he's like 6'3", 6'4" or something.
So Chewie will tower over him.
Oh yeah, Chewie would tower over Worf for sure.
My next question is, what is the bowcaster shoot? A laser or no? I feel like it's stronger than a laser.
It's stronger than a laser. You know what? No one ever actually they know to elaborate.
I think it's just like a stronger laser.
Yeah, because it's like a green bolt, right?
Yeah.
So
so is it formidable to a phaser?
I'm assuming
Worf uses a phaser. I'm assuming.
I mean, I don't know if it's. I mean, if it's a laser, no.
They both have like the thing. What is the thing that they wear across their chest? They both have one.
Well, one's like a bandolier, I think. The other one is like it's like a Klingon adornment.
Yeah, it's weird that they both have that, though, but nevertheless.
Well, for Klingon, the Klingon adornment, and his is a bandolier. Those are clips for his thing.
His bowcaster, yeah. Would you say a bowcaster is one of the first like projectile weapons that could be as formidable as a phaser? Because I think if either guy hits each other with those weapons,
well, I think if someone hits the Worf with a laser, I mean they're gonna die because it's just flesh, right? I mean that is a different story. I mean the thing is though is that
Chewie's really adept with it too.
Yeah. I mean, I think Chewie. I mean, the bowcaster's obviously strong, but then again, so is Han Solo's like laser fucking blaster. I think it's like a super laser blaster.
Yeah.
I think like takes chunks out of fucking things.
Yeah.
So,
I think. See, the weird thing is, and here's the other thing that I'm trying to think about too, is that Chewbacca is not trained to be a warrior like Worf is. Like he might be, but I don't think he's quite this. Like the Wookiee species is not a species that is focused as much on warfare as the Klingons are, and not as militant. I don't believe, and so that's one thing in Worf's favor. But I think that Chewbacca is so fucking big, is way more. I think he is like. I don't know. He's probably not quite maybe I don't know if he's as intelligent as Worf or not because he's like not human. I think he's intelligent, obviously. But I think that Chewbacca, like in a battle, would probably be more ferocious than even Worf, which is probably saying a hell of a lot. And I think that I think I'm picking Chewie.
Okay.
I just think he's physically bigger, and I think that he could overwhelm Worf. Like if Worf if Chewie got a hold of Worf, Worf is fucked.
Right.
I really, because he could literally just grab him and break his arms and break his bones and shit like that. So I'm gonna say Chewie gets him.
I'm gonna say Worf because Chewbacca is a slave who was freed from slavery and went straight into fucking indentured servitude. That fool did not once leave fucking Han Solo's side. At the same time, you've got fucking Worf, who's half human, half Klingon, who...
No, he's full Klingon, raised by humans.
Was he?
He's full Klingon. He's
So
Klingon.
he was viewed as he's definitely viewed as a lesser Klingon.
Yeah.
And so he has to work harder. He has to fight harder to prove himself to be worthy of a Klingon name. So this fool is one of the greatest Klingons ever known, and that fool had to work twice as hard to get there. He's had to prove himself to Starfleet. He's had to prove himself to the Klingon Empire, and he's got to he's faced discrimination so many times, not only because of him being raised by humans, but because his father and his brother are essentially kind of Klingon fuck-ups. So he's had to rebuild the name of the House of Morg by being the best Klingon ever. And you don't be the best Klingon just by fucking talking your way out of shit. Like, they fuck each other up. And that fool, again, we've already talked about how hard that he trains, how hard he's the greatest Klingon there is. Chewie, on the other hand, flies around a fucking spaceship, has a fucking a laser gun. Again, was enslaved by the Empire. Somebody freed him out, and he just fucking devotes his life to this guy. And just fucking flies around with him, fucking helping him out. I put my money on fucking Worf.
Yeah, I'd say with Worf too. I think it's his skill alone. I mean, he is a warrior, and being Klingons, they like hunt animals more ferocious than
and not to say Chewie isn't a warrior, but there are Wookiee warriors.
Yeah,
but Chewbacca is a fucking pilot.
Yeah, pilot. I mean, and to be honest, without his brute strength, I mean, I don't know how agile he is. Worf is probably way more agile than
Chewbacca's not very agile.
Yeah.
Here's my question:
At least
have you
in the
ever
movies.
seen Chewbacca hurt from a something that's not like a blaster?
Like an explosion? He gets hurt?
No, I'm talking about like a physical, like a strike from another being.
He stands up when he's on Bespin and bangs his head on a bar above him, and he fucking loses his mind. That's really the only physical damage you ever see Chewie take.
That's probably just he was annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
well,
problem,
like you bang your head on something,
Yeah.
you get fucking mad,
the
right?
problem is
Like
I don't think they can show that too well because obviously it's the guy in.
But I'm just saying.
But not only that, but only that, but like that's also like the character, right? Like they've never shown Chewie get hurt because like
I don't think they want to.
Well, I think I'm just trying to make the point that like I think it's possible that Worf can do all this crazy shit and fight like this, and he just won't be able to hurt Chewie. Hand to
he'll
hand.
be able to hurt him.
I think he would.
He'll be able to hurt him.
I've never seen it. That's all I'm saying.
Because
Yeah.
I know at least Worf used to run like simulations with like multiple enemies, and he would be taking on like 2 to 3 fucking people at one time, and he would fuck them up.
I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm just saying that like there's the way that I'm looking at it is like I think that Chewie could withstand what Worf could get him, and I think if Chewie gets his hands on Worf, he could break him. Like physically just break him.
Yeah, there's no doubt there.
And he's stronger.
And if Worf has his bat'leth, fucking all done.
Yeah.
If he has what?
His bat'leth.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the traditional Klingon blade.
Yeah, I don't think.
Like it's like this weird curved thing. And it's got handles on it. Like if you saw it, you would probably recognize what it was.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it's like what.
Well, he'll cut him up obviously then at that point.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, that thing. Yeah, that thing's so weird anyway. But
Yeah.
I just think that Worf, like, he's got all the tools. Like, if he's going to be in if there's anybody that's going to survive a hand-to-hand combat encounter with a Wookiee, not just Chewbacca, it would be a Klingon.
Yeah,
and specifically Worf.
and excluding obviously Data because Data would destroy.
Oh, Data would fucking
like a humanoid versus another human.
He would fuck them both up.
Oh, he'd fuck. Well, no, he fucks them. He fucks them.
Dare I date? Well, he doesn't. I don't think he fucks them.
Data.
But Data would.
I said.
No, you said he fucks them.
Why?
No, but he does fuck
Data.
though. He does fuck.
Well,
He
he
fucks.
does, but
He fucked
not-
Tashiar.
not-
Now he's
not-
got sights
not
set on fucking
Not
Wookiees
Worf.
and Worfs.
Are there gay Klingons?
I don't think so because
It's
of
not
the
allowed?
culture. I know. I just don't think so. It's
never
because of
address
culture. Yeah, I mean, They don't bring it up. I mean, I
It's,
don't,
that warrior culture, like
Yeah,
it's all about like masculine.
But actually-
like, even the women are super masculine.
But the funny thing is, if you look at like human warrior culture, it's actually one of the big like breeding grounds for like homosexual, like gay activity,
Yeah,
because
because
men are so closely
separate,
knit to
yeah.
each other,
and they're
they
trying to just overpower each other.
no, it's like you go back to like Roman times and Greek
Like
times
Greek
and stuff.
times, yeah.
They actually viewed like romantic relationships between men as even superior to a man and a woman, because they felt that like a man, especially another warrior, was like a superior intellect, was a superior being
Yeah.
to like a woman, and so that when they had like a romantic relationship, it actually mattered more.
So, like the fact that you could earn that man's like
yeah, like
romantic
Achilles
respect.
was gay.
yeah.
Like the guy, they made it his cousin in the movie,
Yeah.
but in the original like Iliad, it's actually his
Legolas?
lover.
And in this,
oh, the guy got his throat slit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
but in clown culture, it's like the reason why you are a warrior is pretty much to get a mate.
Oh, okay,
Wow,
okay,
so-
okay, okay, okay. So that's probably the
Yeah, because
the-
if you're some schlub, you ain't fucking nothing.
That's true.
Yeah, you ain't fucking nothing.
That's true.
Man. Or you might be, but you're gonna be like,
Wasn't Worf's brother kind of a schlub?
well, he would Kroll, not Kroll, Krug, what? It starts with a K. No, he was
fuck that
he was like commander of like a fleet. Because when what's his face was trying to
Played by Tony Todd, by the way.
when what's his face was trying to take over the council, Gowron, he needed help.
Gowron with those fucking eyeballs.
Yeah,
That fool was in the Star Trek VHS game.
Yeah. He was also like in the Klingon PC game. He was like the guy that you talk to. Oh my god,
yeah?
it was so ridiculous.
That's so funny.
It was so fun. Gowron's such a great character. He's so
Yeah.
funny. But he needed Krull. I think it's Krull. He needed Krull's help, or Krug. It was Krug. He needed Krug's help. Because Krug
Again, they got fucked up names.
Krug had
Did they ever have last names?
a son
yeah,
of
so
Moog.
like
So
the
you got,
yeah.
so you're pretty much your last name is what your father's name is. So
Yeah.
I'd be Luis, son of Alvarez or something like
Yeah.
that. So
Luis of House of Alvarez.
House of Alvarez,
Yeah.
something like
Okay,
that.
okay,
so.
okay. Do they don't have like a
It's not like
a surname and shit?
It's not Worf Ramirez or anything like that. No, it's something. It's
No.
like
It's like some weird. Okay, okay.
It's always it's son of something or house of
Yeah.
type thing.
So how would you say Worf would do against a Jedi? Is he that much of a badass that he could overcome
Again,
a Jedi? Now let's just say the Jedi doesn't have they're hand to hand.
again, if it's a typical like regular Jedi, like a Jedi Knight, then he could stand his
without a lightsaber.
without a lightsaber. Yeah. Like even if the guys are using like force push or like trying to like pull blocks onto him
Yeah.
or something like that. Like I think Worf could come up to it, but like if he's facing like an Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Mace Windu, like things are looking kind of grim for Worf.
Yeah.
I think.
But
so.
you think he's badass enough to survive for some bit of time?
Worf? Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even if they push him, it's like, a Jedi is not going to do like a force choke. So,
Because I do feel like if you want to like it's
Like
hard,
now, Palpatine. He'll
no,
shock the fool to death.
or
He's
any
done.
or like any other type of like a
Dark side.
dark side
Dark
Jedi,
adept.
the ones that will like do force chokes like that. No, he would die against them because they just do that.
That's why I feel like you can't do it like they call it MMA math. Like you don't say like, oh, because this guy beat this guy, then that means that this guy would beat this guy because
Right.
that guy they have like whatever, right? You can't really do that. But I do think in this case, Chewbacca would stand less of a chance against a Jedi than Worf would probably because he's not a fighter like that.
You look at the next CM Punk fight. CM Punk's going to fight the guy that Mickey Gall beat in order to fight CM Punk. It's really weird.
I mean, he's only had one fight. What are you gonna expect? Like they're trying to put him in against like
But
real fighters.
I agree with you. I think Worf has a better chance against the Jedi
Yeah.
than
Yes.
Chewbacca does.
I think so.
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's wrap up part 2, round number 2 of the Battle Royale with cheese. We'll see if Star Wars can get a win in this one. Otherwise, they might get swept. They're going to get swept if they don't get this one.
Fuck, shut out, baby.
So, this one, we're going with Boba Fett. Would you say he's the greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy?
I would.
Most well-renowned.
Yeah.
Well renowned.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like one of the most feared ones too. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he's the best. I mean, the problem is that we don't really know. I mean, I don't like. There was some other people in that list that you saw that were bounty hunters too.
Well, remember there's a scene where they showed like a ton of them, right?
Well, I mean,
There's Cad Bane. There's
but the ones that are there.
Cad Bane. There's Dengar, IG-88, Forlom, Zuckuss. Like those are all the ones from like. Well, Cad Bane wasn't in Empire Strikes Back, but like those ones were all in Empire Strikes Back.
He was in.
I mean,
Aura Singh is
right?
one.
I mean, out of all those, I think him and Bosk are probably
Bosk, yeah.
the best ones out of
The
those
interesting
guys.
thing is they all use like they use like different tactics. Like Cad Bane's like not the same type of bounty hunter that Boba Fett is. He's more like cunning and trying to trick people into it. But nevertheless, Boba Fett, a formidable foe against Khan Noonien Singh.
With all Boba Fett's tricks, I think Boba Fett got this one.
I agree. But what is Khan? Let's talk about Khan's background, because we pretty much know what Boba Fett's background, because we really have seen it in the Star Wars movies, episode 2 and 3, and obviously we saw what he became when he had the Mandalorian armor. He was fucking badass, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, and if people know, I don't know if this is considered to be canon anymore, but even though he got thrown in the Starlight Pit, he fucking crawled out.
He crawled out. I think it's canon now, right?
Is it canon that happened?
No.
No, it's not. Oh, okay.
Okay, but nevertheless, that was supposed to be one of the ideas that the Mandalorian armor saved him, which is formidable. Especially Khan doesn't have any fucking armor.
Yeah.
So, what is Khan's background?
So, Devo, do you know exactly? Because
I know that
it's vague.
Khan is a genetically altered being.
Yeah.
And he and other genetically altered beings kind of like separated from their, I don't know, scientist masters or whatever, and kind of created their own.
So
race.
is that from the movie, or is that from?
That's from the original series. Which
Was he a doctor before he became altered?
From what I understood was that, so Khan was a genetically modified human on Earth. They tried to overtake Earth.
The genetically modified.
They obviously were overtaken, and because there was more humans. They lost, and they were pretty much like Devo says. Some decided to leave, and Khan, the reason why he's so old was that he wasn't in the pod that they were in, and I think what happened was that the pod ship was destroyed by the Enterprise or something, because
they ran into it or something.
They ran into the pod ship, right? And that's why Khan hates
because it killed off like half of his crew.
His species, his whole fucking species.
Well, he killed off his wife, his son, all the like half of his people by doing this flub, and Khan hates him.
Is he the only one left?
No, it's like him and his like originally I think it was like 200 people. It was enough to like for a ship or something. I forgot what it was.
Was that what happened in the J.J. Abrams movie?
He wanted to take over the Enterprise, and use the Enterprise as like his battleship.
As battleship, yeah.
Oh, like commandeer and shit.
Yeah, and in the J.J. Abrams version, it's similar.
There were still 200 people, right?
It's similar in the sense where like there's a large amount of people and they're all like in those torpedoes, but Khan wanted to take over that ultra ship and then use that as his battleship.
Yeah.
But wasn't there some aspect where they actually were on Earth before they got put in those torpedo things? I think they showed some where there was like a bomb that went off or something. Was that the story?
So Khan used that as sort of a way to kind of start some conflict to get all of the members of Starfleet headquarters together and then start to assassinate them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm picking Boba Fett because like I just think he's more resourceful, has more tricks up his sleeve, has more stuff that he at his disposal. His ship is fucking better, and he is trained to capture people.
Yes.
And I think Khan has proven that he is capturable because he was in fucking torpedo thing.
Yeah.
So
And Khan, he's got great intellect. He's physically stronger than humans, obviously.
Yeah.
In both the TV show, the movie, and fucking the J.J. Abrams movie. But at the same time, he's also got this little cockiness about him.
Yeah.
He's got this, like, he knows he's better than you. And that, I think, kind of also is part of his downfall. Boba Fett doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Like Jango did, though. But Boba doesn't.
Jango...
He was cocky as fuck.
Yes, but that wasn't his downfall.
No, it wasn't.
His downfall, because he got fucked up by a fucking dinosaur and his fucking jetpacks didn't work, so he got his head cut off.
Yeah, Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but
Like he went head to head with Obi-Wan and survived that shit. Like
Yeah.
he didn't win, but he survived it.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he, dare I say, he would have survived against Mace Windu as well
Yeah.
if that fucking dinosaur thing didn't fuck up his jetpack.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, again,
And Boba's
Cutting
even,
hairs.
But Boba's even more seasoned than him.
yeah,
By the
because
time
he's
of
got
the
a name to
movie.
live up to, and
Yeah.
he's also got revenge that he's trying to enact.
Yep.
So I would give my shits to Boba.
Me too.
I
give it-
fucking love Boba
I
Fett.
give it to Boba.
love
I mean,
Boba Fett.
I like him a little less now, but because of his story, basically what they gave his story.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I
he's a
like
fucking clone?
Django. I like Django. I like
He
that.
is Django.
I understand
Same
that.
guy.
But I mean, a lot of like the reason why he had the lock of hair, it's all moot now, and so I mean those are like little things that Lucas threw out the window, and to make a new movie, and so it kind of lessened Boba's mystique, I would say. But I mean, I'm not saying that he's not a badass. I love Boba Fett. I always have. I always will. He's a great fucking character, and he would beat fucking Khan.
Yeah.
Well, Star Wars got one. So now it is 6-2 Star Trek.
Jesus fucking
Wow.
Christ.
I mean, it's
One
getting
Jedi would kill them
bleak.
all.
It's getting bleak. It's getting really bleak for Star Wars. Of course, we didn't include Jedi, but we're trying to make matchups that are fairly even. Have a good we can have a good conversation about, and we hope you enjoyed this one. We're gonna come back with round 3 of the Battle Royale with cheese, and we will see you guys next week.
next week, bitches.
See ya.